Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. It is going to be my first update for the 2023 Deca Panning Project Pan, and I am super excited about it. I did reorganize my living room space, so I'm facing a different wall, so my background is slightly different. I just truly can't keep a space the same for more than 3 months. So I think this is the first time you'll be seeing it's more of a blank space. I hope it's okay. And I'm still trying to figure out my lighting. I feel like I might look super washed out, or maybe I'm just really pale and I don't want to come to terms with the fact that I'm just ghostly white. And it is after Valentine's Day, but I did finally get my bright pink eyeshadow look in. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Deca Panning Project Pan, it was created by one of my favorite creators, Emily from Emily and Max. I will have her channel linked down below. I highly recommend checking out her introduction if you have not yet. If this is your first time with a Deca Panning Project Pan video, just because she does such an amazing job at explaining the game style project, etc. But I do have 5 products to update you on today. I have 2 products that will be rolling out. One of them is a product I'm going to end up decluttering, and I do have a replacement for that. And then I do have a second product that I hit my goal on. I think I may end up pulling 2 cards just because I'm currently working on 5 products within this project, and for some reason my little heart just is desiring 6. I do have a rule that I have added for myself that if I don't reach goal on a product, on any of the products in any given update, that I, as a consequence, will roll in still a new product. So I might end up regretting this because I technically have hit goal on a product, so I wouldn't necessarily have to be adding an extra product in. We'll see where this takes us. But if you're interested in seeing my update, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's get into the update. Okay, you guys, as mentioned in the introduction, this project pan is game style. I have these press-on nails and I am not sold on them, and they're really limiting the amount of things I feel like I can do. But I have, it involves a deck of cards, and each card within your deck of cards relates to a prompt. The game board is shuffled every month, so a 2 of clubs might have one prompt in January and a different prompt in February. In fact, it most likely will. But that is a very, very brief synopsis of the game. So I'm just gonna go in order that I rolled these products in. So up first is a product that I wish I returned, and this is actually the product that I'm going to be decluttering, and I am gonna replace it with another product within my collection that I wish I returned. But I selected the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I have gone through a full tube of this concealer before, and I really enjoyed it. But the shade on this just doesn't work for me. It's too yellow and it's too deep. I have the shade 2N, and I just feel like it pulls so yellow on me. I need to declutter this because this it does not look flattering or good underneath the eyes. There's no point in me trying to make this work. I'm not about making things work just to finish them this year. I'd rather just pass this along to a friend who that will work for, because it's just not working for me. And I actually will really quickly share then the product that I will be rolling in to replace that one. Oh, by the way, this weighed 28 grams when I rolled this in the introduction. It still weighs 28 grams. I did actually use that probably 6 times. I was really trying to make it work for me, but it's not worth it in the end. So the product I'm gonna be replacing that with is the Flower Beauty Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. And I don't think this is a bad product by any means. I just never reach for this product. So for that reason, I kind of wish that I just either didn't buy it or had returned it. I hope it shows. It's really this beautiful glaze of highlight. So I'm just trying to give myself a boost of motivation also to reach for this. I have a couple other cream highlights in my collection that I absolutely love. The RMS face palette is one that comes to mind that I feel like I would just reach for over this, but I feel like I should be able to get quite a bit of use out of this. So I'm gonna give myself a usage goal on this, and I'm gonna give myself a usage goal of 20 uses before I can roll this out. This is something I feel like would work quite well as a gym highlight, and I have been going to the gym a lot more frequently. So I feel like I can give myself that like sweaty looking gym vibe before I even get in if I reach for this, and I don't even have to be wearing makeup. So 20 use goal on that. That is currently weighing, this currently weighs 29 grams. My next prompt was a fragrance, and for that I selected the Skylar Beauty Vanilla Sky fragrance, and I gave myself a goal of getting the actual like liquid perfume down to the top of where it says Vanilla Sky right here. So hopefully you'll be able to see. I still do have quite a ways to go. I do need to remark this. So I have this marked over on the side here. And as you can tell, I mean, I have made some progress. I have this like tilted down. That's why this is looking significantly lower than this line right now. But I have made, try and like sit it up straight. I have made some progress on this. I actually, funnily enough, am working on panning a fragrance in my Partners in Cream project pan, which I've never panned a fragrance before this year. And then right after that, like I filmed that introduction, I rolled in a fragrance. So I do really enjoy this. I actually really like the way that this mixes with the fragrance that I'm panning in Partners in Cream, which is, I think, Dream Moon by Pacifica. I think that's the name of it. I like the way that the two mix together, and I've been really enjoying it. This is definitely more of like a fall winter scent to me. Like I definitely don't see myself wanting to wear that in the spring summer, so I need to get some use out of it, hit my goal so that I can be rolling that out. This did weigh 257 grams when I rolled this in, and it weighs 255 grams today, so some weight change there. Next up, for the prompt Pretty Packaging, this is actually the product that I am going to be rolling out. This is my NARS face palette. This was the Overlust face palette, and I gave myself a goal of reaching, I'm telling you, these nails, of reaching for each of the products within this palette at least 5 times. And the good thing about this is I could mix a lot of these shades, so it wasn't like I had to reach for this 30 total times. There were quite a few days that I was reaching in and mixing like this shade with this highlighter shade. So I actually reached for this shade right here 6 total times. This shade in the center I reached for the 5 times. This pink shade right here I reached for 8 total times. This shade right here I reached for 5 total times. This shade right here I also reached for 5 total times, and then this blush shade right here I've reached for 7 total times. So I got a ton of use out of this face palette. I really like NARS face palettes. These highlighters up here are more of like a putty texture, so there's like a learning curve with getting these to work for you. I either go in with like a beauty sponge and just pick it up here and then beauty sponge it on my face. I'm so great at describing application. Or the way that I like to use this best is just to pick it up on my finger and then tap it out onto my cheek, and that works really, really well for me. I just tapped this on top of where I swatched this Flower Beauty, and I'm like, dang, this underneath with one of these on top. I am hopeful, I'm gonna circle back to this obviously through Shop My Stash or something this year. I am hopeful that I could potentially hit a pan on this highlighter shade up here, and potentially even this highlighter shade as well. I'll be really curious. I feel like I've made progress on like expanding the pan on this shade right here, but I will be curious to see if I actually feel that way when I look at the progress photos. But nonetheless, I achieved my goal on this one, so that will be a product that will be rolling out. Next up, I have an influencer collab, and for that I selected this liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors in collaboration with Desi and Katie. It's in the shade A Mauve Story. I have tried to pan this. I've been trying to pan this liquid lipstick for literal years, I feel like, and I keep thinking I'm done with it, and then it just keeps going. I have not even taken the stopper out yet, but I do feel like I have to dip in a couple times to get enough product to coat my lips. It is a more comfortable liquid lipstick. Dose of Colors makes my favorite liquid lipstick formula, but this is even a little bit more comfortable, and it's not totally matte. Like, I feel like this one doesn't totally dry down. And for me, this is like the absolute perfect Your Lips But Better sort of shade. So it works super well for me. This did weigh 21 grams when I rolled this in, and it does still weigh 21 grams today. I feel like I only reached for this maybe like 4 or 5 times, so I didn't put forth the most effort and need to continue being a little bit more aggressive with that one. My goal is to finish that one up to be able to roll that out. And then I forgot to mention this weighed 196 grams when I rolled this in, and it still weighs 196 grams as I'm rolling it out. And then the fifth and final product that I have to update you on is my number 7 powder. I rolled this in for an affordable product, and my goal is to hit pan on this. I was really consistent with using this. Like, I would say I used this a solid like 10 to 12 times. And then I started testing out my loose powder from Nabla for underneath my eyes. I typically use this underneath my eyes for setting. And I have been loving the Nabla baking powder for underneath my eyes. So I've kind of gotten away from using this a little bit. I kind of forgot that I should be focused on this for this project. I have no idea how deep the pan is. I feel like it could be really deep just because the packaging looks so deep. I definitely have a dip in here, but I feel like I could be still very far away from a pan in this. This did weigh 28 grams when I rolled this in last update, and it still weighs 28 grams today. All right, so that leaves us with grabbing or picking our next, rolling in a new product to replace the NARS palette. And I think I have decided if I don't select the Joker card, which the Joker card is, it correlates to the prompt, are you joking? And you have to work on panning a product you really don't want to pan. So as long as I don't get the Joker, and as long as I don't get the prompt, pick another product, then I'm gonna grab 2 cards. Maybe I'll regret this, but all right, I have shuffled quite a bit. I'll shuffle still up above so you guys can kind of see that I'm shuffling it up. Oh boy. All right, here we go. We get, please, oh, I was like, please tell me that's not the Joker. We get the Queen of Diamonds. I'm just gonna make sure that does not correlate to add another product. It doesn't, and in fact, this is the prompt, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we're definitely choosing another card. And we get the 8 of Diamonds. So I will post the game board up on the screen right now so you can follow along. So like I said, the Queen of Diamonds is the prompt, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I just need to pick a product that'll be easy for me to pan, a gimme product if you will, which is super exciting. And then the 8 of Diamonds is, ooh, favorite color. Ooh, I feel like, I feel like I could go so many ways with this. Okay, I'm gonna go spend some time with my makeup collection, and I will be right back to share my new products with you guys. All right, guys, I am back, and I feel like one of these I may end up regretting my choice on, but that's okay. Let's start with the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. For that, I'm going with the Ilia True Skin Radiant Priming Serum. I just have this little mini, like this just little mini guy. My sister, I wanna say, actually gave this to me, I think, or maybe this came as a sample, I'm not sure, but I've had this since last year, and it's just this little guy. I've actually used a full size of the Ilia priming serum before, and I do enjoy it. And if you are following along in my makeup rehab series, I need to finish 3 primers before I can allow myself to purchase another primer, and this should be just like a gimme primer. I'm super close to finishing one of my other primers. Hopefully I can finish this by the next update, and then that'll be 2 primers down. I have had this kind of just like floating around in my bathroom with the intention of wanting to just get this out of my collection because it should be an easy product to use up, and I haven't reached for it at all. So I think putting it in a project will give me that boost of motivation that I need. And then the product I might regret is the one I'm choosing for favorite color. So I decided to go with, this prompt could be taken like a number of different ways. I decided to go with my favorite color of lipstick, or my typical favorite lipstick shade. And I am going with this one from L'Oreal. If I knew where my Tarte Rum Punch lipstick was, I just realized my light in the background showing. Oh, I get so annoyed by that. If I knew where my Tarte Rum Punch lipstick was, I definitely would roll that in. I do want to buy that again, maybe during the Sephora VIB sale. I'm currently on a lip buying ban, but I checked. I selected this one from L'Oreal. I didn't realize, I was like, oh, I'm gonna roll it down and see how much I've used. It doesn't roll down. I thought I'd use so much more of this than I have. So this is the L'Oreal Glow Paradise in the shade 180 Beige Eden. Okay, that's not terrible. This is how much I have left. I am gonna give myself a goal of finishing this off. I know that's a super lofty goal, but I would love to finish a lipstick this year, and I feel like this is like one of my only shots at doing that. Although I am trying to finish a mini Tom Ford in my, oh yeah, I can roll this down. I was gonna say, what the heck? So there it is, rolled down, if you can see. And there it is swatched right there. It's this really beautiful, just glowy nude shade, and it's like my perfect most favorite type of shade. This would probably be, I think I like this even better than Maybelline Baddest Beige. And this is probably second favorite to Tarte Rum Punch, but this is like my favorite color when it comes to lipstick shades. Goal is to use this one up. I know that's a lofty goal and it's gonna take some time, but that's what we're going with. And that is going to wrap it up for today's Deco Panning Project Pan update. Let me know, are you currently working on panning a gimme product, maybe a lipstick? What are you working on panning? Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch these videos and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.